At our Christmas meeting, Mom, I heard you talking with some of the grandchildren about life in Auburn and the Auburn Cemetery and how Dad was instrumental in caring for that from the time we lived in Auburn until we moved to Harrisville.
Yes, your dad would sometimes get a call to help come and dig a grave after work, and a few times he helped mow grass when no one was available. And later he was appointed to a committee, and he would spend parts of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on the Memorial Day weekend at the cemetery, greeting visitors and collecting donations. It's great to see the current committee, Dave Crouch, Robert Lowther, and Russ Wick. They're doing excellent work in keeping the grounds looking nice and replacing the fencing and taking care of damaged or otherwise the headstones if they have the funds.
Mm-hmm. I also remember hearing about how that Jack Britton, he talked about a need for a permanent kind of fund to help with the care and maintenance of that. Because unfortunately, there's fewer and fewer people who come on Memorial Day and who make donations on Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, we did talk about the need to have a long-term fund, but Jack was still running his business, and your dad and I weren't sure how to go about to develop and execute a strategy to start the fund. In the spring of 2016, your older brother retired, and he volunteered to help. He talked with the Parkersburg Community Foundation and the requirements for designated funds, and he organized a West Virginia nonprofit corporation and got the 501c3 exempt organizational status approved by the IRS. He also called various people that he knew, and he got 5 of them: Happy Garrison Benton, Donna Bodie Kearns, and your sister Sheila, Dwight Goff, and Jerry Watson to join him on the board of directors of Friends of Auburn Community Cemetery and to begin the fundraising efforts. In October, I made the initial gift to start the fund, and by the end of the year, the fund balance was over $10,500.
Well, how did the board go about contacting people? I know it's hard to get in touch with people who don't live in Auburn anymore, maybe moved away. And how do they contact the people to help with the current cemetery operations and maintenance?
Well, they started by writing letters and calling people that they knew who had family resting in a cemetery in Auburn. And they quickly realized that a lot of people who used to live there had moved away, and we didn't have any way to contact them. So they formed a Facebook group with the hope of people residing outside of Ritchie County seeing it and wanting to make a donation. They had pretty good success. After 3 years, the fund had grown to just over $30,000.
Okay. Did the board try any other methods for fundraising, such as seeking help from other cemetery organizations or large foundations or grants or anything like that?
Well, unfortunately, no one could identify anyone from the Auburn area who had become rich or famous that we could ask a donation from. But Donna Bodie Kearns suggested at that time that the fundraising organization should participate in the Community Foundation's Give Local Mid-Ohio Valley Day of Giving, and that's held on the first Tuesday of May each year. And the board of directors agreed, and the organization participated the first time in 2020 with a goal of $4,000. They more than doubled that by raising almost $9,000, thanks to the generous donations of the people and some new donors.
Okay. Well, I live in Parkersburg now, and I'm familiar with the Parkersburg Area Foundation and how the work that they do there. They're very well organized, and they've been able to tap into a lot of those funds for people to broaden that donor base because they reach so many people on that special day of giving on May 7th.
Yes, Give Local Mid-Ohio Valley has provided some very nice boosts to the fund balance over the last 4 years. And The board is working hard to make this 2024 event successful also. They have a goal of raising $8,000 this year. They have matching funds from the Community Foundation and 3 anonymous challenge sponsors. And depending on how the stock market goes, the balance fund could reach the $100,000 mark. I hope people who see this interview will consider making a donation on May 7th to help support the care and maintenance of the Auburn Community Cemetery so that it will have upkeep beyond our lifetimes.
Well, thank you for sharing the information about the Give Local MOV Day of Giving coming up on May 7th. And donations can be made via credit card, or you can use electronic check to do that as well. It starts at 12:01 a.m. on May 7th. It goes through midnight. And I hope you'll join with us on donating to the Auburn Community Cemetery during that time. If you have any questions about that or how to give, you can contact the chairman or the director, Dwight Golf. His phone number is 304-483-2566, and he can help you. Again, that number for Dwight Golf is 304-483-2566. Thank you.